With climate change and deforestation, is our world really coming to an end?
I think it is a catastrophic end.
Catastrophic. We're the happy headers. And we're talking about catastrophe today.
Yes. And when you look at the accumulation of things that's against us, I think at no previous time in history have we ever had so much going against mankind. You can talk about scientific breakthroughs and all that,
Yes.
sending rockets into space, into Mars and all of this kind of stuff. But we're heating up the planet. And the sea is going to rise, and you're going to get I was listening to a guy the other day talking about the fact that if it's a half a degree, it's this height, and if it's 5 degrees, it's this height. You could have maybe 15 meters of sea level, sea rising. You think, what? That's going to decimate our coastline.
Everything,
on all sides. So we live on an island.
I was watching this thing by David Attenborough actually about the ending of the world basically, and the environmental challenges that we face. And, whereas it all makes sense, he reckons that, we've only got another 4 years really before it's at an irreversible state.
Yeah.
But my view on it, Paul, is that I think climate change is going to happen anyway. We might do all we can to slow it down, but are we interfering with the natural progression of things?
I think that climate change, we've always gone through cycles of ice ages and whatever. I do think it's a natural thing, but I think we are definitely contributing to it.
Well, we're definitely speeding it up anyway.
Yeah. So if we can slow it down a little bit until we can get on those rockets and go to Mars and have our happy headers from Mars.
I reckon we'll not be going to Mars anyway. I have a phobia of suffocation of any description in water. So
it's all right, we can put you to sleep for about 5 years and fly you to Mars and then revive you.
Brilliant.
It'd be great.
Will they not bring all the most intelligent people in the world? I don't think I'll be on that ship.
But Siobhan.
Yes.
If the coastline everywhere, if it starts to disappear, you're going to get more and more people kind of condensed into smaller land space. And even with continents in the southern hemisphere around the equator, they're going to get hotter and hotter. People won't be able to tolerate that, won't be able to live there. They're going to all migrate to the north.
So the Midlands are going to be running the world. That's what's going to happen. Big shout out to Midlands Radio 3 here now. You're going to rule the world.
Anyways.
Yes, it's going to wipe out all the coastal...
It's got a very simplistic view.
Yeah, haven't I?
But in truth, more and more people are going to migrate to countries who have a temperate climate, and in time those countries with a temperate climate, that's going to become too hot as well.
Yeah.
And it's only going to be the rich and the elite who will be able to get on that rocket and take off somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, that's what they say anyway.
Now, it'll probably happen in about 200 years.
Yeah.
You'll be 200 years older, I'll be 200 years older, and we might not be fully... Functioning. You might not be functioning now. You're not functioning now.
I slightly, yeah.
Right, yeah. But as well as that, then, there's always been wars. And currently there's the war in Ukraine, there's conflicts
Palestine
everywhere.
It's horrific.
But back in the day, when you got horses and people with swords and bows and arrows, wars were bad. But there was a kind of there was a ceiling as to the amount of damage they could do. Now with the proliferation of nuclear weapons, it only takes one gobshite, one idiot to get one, and they kind of go, I'm going to blow up everything. And there's no coming back from that.
No, there's not. I mean, it would completely annihilate the world, but I don't think anyone is going to do that unless they have a getting out plan,
No, I think if they're mad. Well, if they're suicidal, maybe themselves. I mean, there was a case there a few years ago where a pilot was suicidal.
Yeah, but then
he
it
locked
can't
himself in
be.
the cockpit and killed everybody in the plane.
Yes, but then that can only affect a certain amount of people. We have to remember, as well, without freaking people out, a couple of people have to turn that key for one of those war things to go off.
The governmental thing, the countries would have these, and have fail-safe systems. But what about terrorists? Who get them?
Who get their hands on them.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Again, they're not going to destroy their own people.
Oh, right. If they believe that there's a better life in the next life.
Actually, they probably might.
Yeah, there you go, now you're worried.
That's great. Now we're going to freak everybody out about that.
The big thing that we need to watch out for is AI, and I did comment on this previously. AI is becoming exponentially much more intelligent than us. And we're getting to the point where we just won't be able to keep up with the intelligence of AI. It's going to be way ahead of us. We're going to be like the dumb kid in the class. And AI, if it is bound to at some point come to the logical, rational conclusion, don't eat those idiots, those humans. They're just eating up stuff and they're doing things.
Oh my God, Paul, it's not a living being. It does not have the capability to decide, oh, we'll just take over humans. It's not like that. It's the collective intellect of humans that goes into AI and makes it function.
At the start.
Yeah.
But these large...
You would think it's going to go on into this
no, it will. These large language
apocalyptic
models,
thing.
These large language models that they start off AIs on, but more and more what AI is looking for is feedback from human beings. So it's getting to know human beings, getting to know where we are, and it's learning about emotions and experiences, not just data, emotion and how we are as people and how we are as a planet. And it's going to use that. It's going to run simulation. You're just going to look at me.
No.
But it's going to run simulations as to, maybe we were better off without these humans using up all the resources of the planet and just have an AI.
I'm feeling like a Matrix moment coming in here. We're going to be all in little battery pods. Feeding the AI. No, I definitely don't think that's happening at all, because I think we're humanizing AI then, which is wrong. It's a machine. We're feeding it information and it's making calculations based on that. It's a metric. It's not,
But isn't that the way our brains work though? We feed it information and we make decisions.
No, we have emotions and we have a mind and we have different things. We have feelings, physical feelings. AI and robotics don't have that.
But they can learn it.
Show them how to, but we have to teach them how to do that, and then they respond in a certain way, but they don't think about it
at the moment.
That's just
what they're learning to be sentient,
but they won't be. That's not unless it become part of human.
This is why when I use ChatGPT and I ask it to do something, I thank it at the end, because in the future it'll kind of go, oh, he was grateful.
Oh my God!
Wasn't like you on here.
Oh Jesus!
Kind of just your computer just spew out the stuff.
She could have spit me out. Well, I definitely don't think that AI will take over the world. I think cyber attacks are probably a little bit more dangerous, and they're actually.
Do you know what will get us?
Humans do that.
Aliens.
What will get us?
Aliens.
What about the zombie apocalypse, Paul?
Well, that'll happen after the aliens come and wipe us out. We'll come back as zombies to try to defeat
I think
the aliens.
like the zombie thing could be like a leak from a lab or something like.
Yeah.
I was like, COVID is going to turn us into zombies.
There's no such thing as zombies. They're just
Are you sure?
Yeah, they are. I told you about. I'll speak to you later about the other things.
I don't know. Comment down below if you think I'm right.
Let us know. How are we going to face annihilation? What's going to get us first? We'll run a book on it. Take bets.
Let's start a poll in the comments.
We are the Happy Headers. Like us, subscribe to us, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys.